Mini Stadium. We are going to go on with the normal proceedings as the two teams familiarize themselves before the real game starts here at the Serekunda Mini Stadium. A warm welcome to the executive members here at the Gambia Serekunda Mr. Ibupai, Adimai, Anti Aret, Chumban Pai, the Women Football Association, and all other protocols we observed. Of course, the Women's Football Coordinator is in the building as well, and the Assistant Women's Football Coordinator. But we are going to invite the executive of the Gambia Football Federation to do the normal proceedings before we kickstart the match. Mr. Pai and the Women's Football Federation. This is the fundraiser before we formally open the games tomorrow. It was really exciting last season. I hope the girls got to show down this season as well. It went to the last game of the season for us to find out the winner of the league. And this time around, with a lot of transfers from one team to another, I hope they will give us that showdown again. Mr. Ifai in the lineup. Jay. The president of the Women's Football Association, who is going to be the delegation. Team Captain Mariama Boja, giving the introduction of our fellow teammates to the executive members of the Gambia Football Federation. We also have the media who is going to be Berewuleng. Yes, hello, good luck. After that introduction, we are going to have national anthem. We'll observe the national anthem now. If you're ready. To each other. We are going to have official photos of both teams. The different teams are going to have a photo with the personnel of referees.
No.
This team first. First team photo against the boss.
The panel of referees we have for this afternoon. Starting off will be the central referee, Abisise, first assistant, second assistant is Mariam Wali, third Fatuma Tajaba, and of course the match commissioner for today is CD has done a fantastic job last season, getting us all these referees, especially female referees, to get to play all of these interesting games. And today, I'm sure will be no exception.
What?
The President of Women's Football Association, first Vice President of the Gambia Football Federation. She's going to do the kickoff for today's FF Cup here at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. She was once a footballer, so don't be surprised if she has to take that kickoff. She was playing for the City Girls, a Banjul-based team. They're still playing their trade here in the GFF League. And the girls are set. And there you go, Miss Cam, about to do the kickoff. Fantastic. Put your hands together for Miss Senabu Cham. After that fantastic kick, we are now going to witness the formal kickoff. Miss Ajaratu Senabu Cham. The kickoff was done by Miss Ajaratu Senabu Cham, and now we are going to see the formal kickoff going to be done by the central referee after the whistle. There you go, you can enjoy the game.
What a way to start the weekend. Hello, good afternoon, wherever you might be getting our voices and signals. You most welcome to the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And Serekunda East Mini Stadium is the venue, and the venue currently hosting the GFF Women's Super Cup final and the final between Berewuleng Football Club and Red Scorpions. The ground is all set, and it is all set for this huge class. Berewuleng Football Club, under the guidance of Fakeba Sen and Monlamin Nyase, is currently currently facing a Red Scorpion side under the guidance of Chorombenga and Sunanjai. And already few minutes into the contest, the score is already 0-0. Berewuleng Football Club currently dressed in blue shorts, and of course white socks, whilst Red Scorpions in red and white shorts and red socks. And Berewuleng playing from our left to right, whilst Red Scorpions kicking from our right to left. And already in the very first moments, Red Scorpions having the opportunity to cause some problems for Berewuleng Football Club, but the effort sailed off target. And before going deep into the commentary, a quick rundown on the starting 11 for Coach Fake Basen and his side Berewuleng Football Club, who has already started with Diminga Mendy in goal, Mariama Sise, Abi Marisambu, Kadi Sanyang, Mafanda Drame, Ilen Gomez, Sarah Jaju, Mariama Sima, Khadijatu Drame, Murida Kafe and Juana Koli, who has also joined the club this season from Koita Football Club. And Juana completes the 11 for Coach Fake Basen and his girls. And of course the traveling girls from Brikama taking on the capital base club Red Scorpions, who has started this contest under the guidance of Chorombenga, who is ably and reliably assisted by Sunanjai. Mariama Sise is in goal, Khadi Drame, Fatu Sanyang, Mariama Bojang, Ramu Juve, Khadijata, Fatu Fati, Fatu Jame, Vilma Bajeta, Laura Pam Bijan and Kumba Kuyate leading the line and completes the 11 for the capital base club. And of course the serial winners of the GFF Women's Division 1, of course against a side that deprived them from winning the league and of course the knockout or the FF Cup last season at the commentary cabin, Parliament Fati. And I am closely joined by a colleague and brother, Suleiman Sanyang, of course the Suleiman Sanyang of Lamen, and currently Berewuleng in their own half. And Red Scorpions trying to cause some problems for the Brikama base club in the very first moments. And already it is lively, soul and entertaining. Already we haven't seen any goal yet. And Sarah Jaju, the danger man, or the danger guy for Berewuleng Football Club, trying to use his pace rather against the central defenders of Red Scorpions Football Club. And so a few minutes into this contest, is that going to be the breakthrough here at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium? And Red Scorpions will now rely on the center forward, trying to cause some problems. Is that going to be the opening goal? And it is already a goal for the capital base club, Red Scorpions Football Club. And currently we are struggling with their numbers. Their numbers aren't very much visible, and currently we're struggling to identify the goal scorer for Red Scorpions. Very first moments in this crucial and lively Super Cup. Red Scorpions 1, Berewuleng Football Club 0. So of course welcome to the Serekunda East Mini Stadium in the very first moments. Already the serial winners, Red Scorpions, have just taken the lead here against the Brikama base club, Berewuleng Football Club. It is currently 1-0 in favor of Red Scorpions.
Thank you, Pa. Thank you. Good afternoon to everyone that is watching us live from LSTV1 Gambia. We are live at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium to bring you live ball-to-ball commentary of the GFF Women's Cotton Razor. And what a better way to start off than Red Scorpion taking the lead, what would say in less than 5 minutes of the first half, after the Berewuleng side lost a counter attack, and then eventually it resulted to a goal. And Berewuleng will want to also try to make sure that it doesn't happen again, because you can see after the ball went into the court of the Red Scorpion side, that was the same ball that was sent back, and then it resulted to a goal. And you can see, like you said, we cannot still confirm the goal scorer's number because the numbers aren't that visible. But hopefully we will get you the name of the goal scorer. It's a pleasure being with you, Pa.
Thank you very much, Suleiman Sanyang. Of course, he's the Suleiman of Lamen and currently smiles on his face as Lamen is already in the final of this year's West Coast Zonal competition. But back to the Serekunda East Mini Stadium and live on LSTV at the cabin, Parliament Fati, Suleiman Sanyang. And of course, behind the camera operations as usual for LSTV is Osman Kamara. This is Sarah Jaju. Trying to get the ball forward, unfortunately. An opportunity for Berewuleng Football Club to get the ball forward through Ilen. And Ilen is one of the forwards for the Brikama base club. Dribble pass one, trying to get more. Ilen getting it down to Mariama Sise, who floats that ball forward. An opportunity, Fatu Fati for Red Scorpions. And Fatu 17, can she keep that ball in play? Nicely done, and the ball is still in play. Trying to use her pace against her marker. An opportunity, Fatu Fati wrestled. And Ilen penalized, and the central referee is Fatungom, ably and reliably assisted by Abisise, Mariama Wali and Fatmata Jabang. serving as the 4th assistant referee. In case you're just joining us from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, it is the curtain raiser of the 2025-26 GFF Women's Division 1 and the clash between the Berewuleng Football Club, who won the league last season, and also the FF Cup against Red Scorpions. And Red Scorpions has just taken the lead here in just 3 minutes in the first half, and the score is currently Berewuleng Football Club 0, Red Scorpions 1, in case you're just joining us. And Diminga Mendy, the custodian, gathered that ball with ease, and Diminga is the custodian for Berewuleng, and in the opposite goal post is Mariama Sise. We have a lot of national team players here, ranging from the under 20 to the senior Scorpions. Currently Berewuleng, Sarah Jaju, as she has been a fantastic centre forward, getting that ball down for Mafanta Drame. Maria Masise, 4-40 for Red Scorpions, trying to use her pace. She is indeed a pacey player. We will surely get you the last 10 matches played by Red Scorpions and Berewuleng Football Club last season. And Maria Masise getting it down to Elen. Not a very good combination. And finally, Red Scorpions will benefit from a throw-in. And the Capital Base Club wouldn't be in any hurry. And it's a throw-in, Ramu Juve to deliver. Ramu Juve. And that's going to be a change in the match ball. Anyway, we have to get that. Ramu Juve will deliver the throw-in for Coach Chorombenga's side. Ramu Juve getting that ball forward. Maria Masise trying to hold possession. An opportunity for Red Scorpions, and already the ball is out. And already out for a throw-in. And it is an impressive turnout at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium as fans still pile in here to watch this crucial Super Cup. If you may like, give it the name the Curtain Raiser. And the game is live on LSTV at the cabin Palan Fati Suleiman Sanyang. Behind camera operations is Osman and Ayuba Kamara. It's a long one for Berewuleng Football Club and the Capital Base Club Red Scorpions, having Fatu Sanyang to get that ball out for Laura Pam and Bijam, who scored the opening goal for Red Scorpions. And Berewuleng are currently down by a goal to nil. Mafanta Drame trying to get something out of that, and MC will deliver the throw-in for the Brikama Base Club. Abi Marisambu 4. In case you're just joining us, Berewuleng started the game with Diminga Mendy in goal, Maria Masise, Abi Marisambu, Kadi Sanyang, Mafanta Drame, Ilen Gomez, Sarah Jaju, Maria Masima, Kadija Drame, Murida Cafe, and Juana Kole. And it is Berewuleng on the attack now. Floats that ball around the D. And the girls dressed in white and red, Red Scorpions, who are currently enjoying the slender advantage. Abi Marisambu, a workaholic central midfielder for Berewuleng Football Club, won the league with the Brikama Base Club last season and also won the FF Cup. And they are currently the holders of both the league and the FF Cup. Berewuleng Football Club won the league for the very first time in 2024-25 season under the noses of Red Scorpions. Abi Marisambu, a workaholic. What a tackle from Red Scorpions. It's going to be an opportunity. Vilma now moving the ball forward for Red Scorpions, trying to test the goalkeeper from distance, and this time unfortunately could not trouble the custodian. And you could hear the claps coming from the faithfuls of Red Scorpions, who are definitely hoping to get a victory over Berewuleng after losing to Berewuleng last season, also picking a point against the Brikama Base Club.
Indeed, you can see the applause from the faithfuls or the supporters of Red Scorpion, and they know what their star striker can do for them. And this is why they are encouraging her to do more, because she could have placed the ball or even go for a better strike, but then you know, sometimes the strikers, they will miss their footing. But then nonetheless, you can see her supporters, you know, giving her applause to make sure that the next time he does it better than she did it now. And I can tell you, Pa, you can see Berewuleng, after they conceded that early goal, they are trying to organize themselves to come back and to make sure that they don't concede another goal. They are in fact playing their typical way of playing football, that is to start it from behind, building their game up, you know, going forward. But then in the final touches is the problem for them. I hope they will learn as the game goes on.
They will definitely learn as the game moves on. And it is, in case you're just joining us, the score is currently Berewuleng 0, Red Scorpions 1. Around the area, it's an opportunity for Fati, and the central referee Fatungom has already given the opportunity to Red Scorpions, who are currently leading by a goal to nil against the Brikama Base Club, Berewuleng Football Club, the holders of the league and the FF Cup. and Berewuleng last season in the first game against Red Scorpions defeated the Capital Base Club 2-0 before picking a point in a nail-biting 1-1 draw at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. We will get you the rundown on the last 10 matches played by Berewuleng and of course Red Scorpions. But currently we will have a focus on this set piece. Currently 2-man wall assembled by the Brikama Base Club Berewuleng, who are currently down by a 1-0, and Red Scorpions will now rely on this set piece to possibly have the chance of getting the second. Unfortunately, could not cope with the custodian, and Diminga Mendy, the goalkeeper, will solely deliver this, and it's a goal kick to Berewuleng, getting that ball to Kadi Sanya, who floats that ball on the far to Juana, and currently Juana is down, but unfortunately the flag of the assistant referee has already gone up, and that seems to be a tackle on Juana, who is currently back on her feet. And Juana joined Berewuleng Football Club this season from Koita, and of course in the starting 11 Maria Masima from Nero Legacy, who played for Brikama United last season. And it's a throw-in, not a foul, given to Juana Koli. And Juana to benefit from that long throw-in. Abimari Sambo trying to hold possession. A workaholic holding midfielder for the Brikama Base Club. Maria Masise getting that ball forward. Mafanta Drame to chase. Ilen now asking Mafanta to allow her to get the run. Sarah Jajo trying to get something from that. Back to Maria Masise. She said trying to dribble past her marker, struggled in the build-up. And Fatu Fati trying to use her pace. And unfortunately, Fati could not keep that ball in play as it rolled out for a throw-in. It is a nail-biting clash here at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium in the Coating Razor of the 2025-26 GFF Women's Division 1. And of course, the clash between serial winners Red Scorpions and Berewuleng, who are the current holders of both the league and the FF Cup. Abimari Sambu lost that. Fatu Fati, pacey and tricky player. That seems to be a handball as judged by the central referee. And of course, it's a nail-biting affair and end-to-end stuff. From the Berewuleng half to the Red Scorpions half and back to the Berewuleng half again. So I think this game is just young to claim who is definitely going to win this contest. So far so good. It is currently Red Scorpions who are currently having their noses in front, but Berewuleng are also working up their socks to possibly have the chance of getting an equalizer before lemon time.
Indeed, no one can rule the game out for Berewuleng. Neither can you rule it out for Red Scorpion, because the game, as you alluded earlier on, is still young. Judging by what we have seen, both sides are pushing hard to make sure for Red Scorpion to make sure that they have another goal to add to the first one they have. And Berewuleng too is trying to push to make sure they level matters before going to lemon time. And this is what we are seeing currently here at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Both sides are playing fantastic football. If you know Red Scorpion, you know that they are a team that is patient. They don't give it all out in the first half. And if you know Berewuleng too, you can. Oh, that was a near misses for Berewuleng. Like I was saying, if you know both teams, you will know they are a team that are tactically disciplined when it comes to the women football, and that is a manifest of what we have seen last year for Berewuleng winning the double over Red Scorpion. And Red Scorpion, for me, would say this cannot happen in the Cotton Razor. We cannot allow them to win the double and then come to the Cotton Razor and make it a triple on top of us. And this is what we are seeing exactly. Both sides are pushing to make sure today they go home with the coveted trophy for the Cotton Razor.
One of the two will be heading home with the giant trophy, gold medals and the whooping cash prize. Is that going to be Berewuleng or Red Scorpions remains to be seen, but so far so good. The Capital Base Club, Red Scorpions on the driving seat, getting the goal in the first 3 minutes. And Berewuleng is Fatu Fati. She seems to be almost everywhere. For Red Scorpions Football Club, 17 on her back. Berewuleng dressed in blue shirts, dark blue shorts, and of course white socks, playing from our left to right from our commentary cabin under the guidance of head coach Fakeba Sen, and ably and reliably assisted by Modlamin Nyasi, Choro Mbenga and Suna Njai on the technical area, and of course Choro and Suna and the girls are currently on the driving seat. Central referee Fatungom Abi Sise is one of the assistants. Mariama Wali and Fatmata Jabang is of course serving as the 4th assistant referee. In case you just joining us from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, it is Berewuleng 0, Red Scorpions 1. And special thanks to every follower of LSTV1, those currently monitoring this game live on our official Facebook page and also on the YouTube handle. It's a long one, Berewuleng, partly cleared by Red Scorpions. Abimari Sambo getting it down on the far side, trying to connect the run of Kadijatu Trame. Unfortunately, Kadujatu could not keep that ball in play, and it's a Red Scorpion throw in. The Capital Base Club are on the driving seat. Juana Kole getting it forward for Berewuleng Football Club. And Juana joined the team from Koita. And we will definitely get you the table standing of last season. Dribble past one, Red Scorpions on the attack. This is Vilma trying to maneuver her way out. And you could hear the cheers coming from, of course, the supporters of Red Scorpions Football Club. When I get to the dressing room, Saul, when I asked the coach, I said these names are unfamiliar names here. Vilma, Mbacheta, and Laura are unfamiliar names. I asked the head coach, where are they from? She said, why are you trying to find out? Jokingly, she said, why are you trying to find out? Because when I looked at the names, I said, oh, they are non-Gambians. Yeah. But we cannot confirm where they are from. But they are fantastic players for Red Scorpions. They are definitely moving the ball forward and trying to cause problems for Berewuleng in their defensive setup.
Of course, Red Scorpion is one of the teams that can tap in players from everywhere, most especially outside the country, and this is a manifest of what we have seen. Their goal scorer has one would say is not a Gambian, although it's not yet confirmed, but judging by the name that we are hearing, it's not a familiar name in the country, and that is the power that Red Scorpion have to bring on players, you know, to negotiate for better players, to negotiate for the league to be lively, because you can see what the goal scorer is showing here, and the uploads that you are seeing, almost every upload is for what she has been doing here. This is why we are seeing. This is why I'm saying Red Scorpion can do anything in terms of bringing young players into the league, and they have done that. They have produced national players, they have produced international, you know, players for the market, and you know, having this set of players in their team is an added advantage coming to the league this season.
Thank you very much, Sol Sanyang. Of course, my aide at the commentary cabin from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. In case you're just joining us, it is lively and entertaining in the curtain raiser of the 2025-26. And of course, special thanks to every individual. And in case you just appreciate what we do on LSTV1 in terms of live match coverages and commentaries, you will definitely appreciate your support. And if you want to support what we do, you can support us via sending your contribution or support via this wave number on 322-0020, 322-0020, in case you want to support our live match broadcast live on LSTV1. You can simply send a donation on +220-322-0020. In case you are in the Gambia, the simplest thing that you could do is send in your contribution or donation on 322-0020. And back to the live commentary. Sarah Jaju. It's been held seemingly, but the central referee not interested. And Maria Masise, the custodian, who is of course one of the goalkeepers for the senior national Scorpions. And of course, Red Scorpions possesses a series of national team players and also under 20 players. Abi Marisambu is also an under 20 player, and Berewuleng Football Club. Abi Marisambu rather. A workaholic, seems to be everywhere in the heart of the midfield. It's going to be a chase on the far side. Elen trying to cause some issues for Red Scorpions, and Red Scorpions resolute at the back in trying to nullify every danger being posed by Berewuleng Football Club, who are currently down by a goal to nil. In case you're just joining us, it is lively and entertaining from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And of course, Serekunda East Mini Stadium is going to host another Super Cup final in the male category, and the Super Cup final between champions Real de Banjul and the Greater Tomorrow Football Club, and that game will be coming here tomorrow, of course. And of course, from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, another chase. The center forward for Red Scorpions is of course a tricky and pacey player, and the goal scorer Laura broke the deadlock, and she has already given the advantage for the Capital Base Club, who are currently having a lot of belief that they can definitely get this trophy and the whooping cash prize under the noses of the current holders of the league and the knockout or the GFF Cup.
Indeed, like Like I was saying, if you look at Red Scorpion, the way they are playing, they are not in a haste to, to come all out on on Berewuleng, because they know the paciness of the striker for Berewuleng, Sarah. Once they allow her to get that space, it's going to be trouble for them. And this is why they are building from behind, going to the center of the field, and then into the final tag of the field. And also, Berewuleng is also cautious of what the goal scorer, Raula, and the flank players can cause to them. And this is why I want to believe that the coach, Fakeba, has instructed the center backs not to move deeply in the Red Scorpions half, like they usually do with other teams. And they are very cautious not to consider another goal, knowing that another goal might blow their chances of collecting the coveted trophy tonight.
Thank you very much, Sol Sanyang, and of course, a brief rundown on the table standing of last season. Berewuleng won the league and of course the GFF Cup, and they finished on top of the table with 46 points. Played 18 matches, won 14, drew 4 and lost none. And Berewuleng are still beating sins from the last season and currently trail. Is that going to be the first one? This time it's going to be Mafanta Drame to move the ball forward. Is that going to be the equalizer? And Mafanta Drame got the equalizer for Berewuleng Football Club. And Berewuleng Football Club, of course, from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, of course, back on level terms. Mafanta Drame got the equalizer for the Brikama Base Club, and it is currently 1-1. Sol, we have already seen 2 goals in the first half, and of course the first goal coming from the Capital Base Club of Red Scorpions, and Mafanta Drame got the equalizer for the Brikama Base Club, and currently the score is 1-1. Berewuleng 1, Red Scorpions 1 is the current score. And
just exactly like I said, Red Scorpion were cautious of Sarajaji's space, but then you can see the decoy from Berewuleng. Instead of playing to Sarah, they decided to play to Mafanta, which eventually resulted to a goal. And that is what exactly I was saying just a moment before the goal was scored, that the Red Scorpion defense line was very, very cautious of what Sarah Jaji can do. But then you know Fakeba is a very brilliant coach. He can switch the game anytime, any moment, as long as the game is on. And exactly that is what Mafanta has shown to the Red Scorpion defense line, that it's not only Sarah Jaju that can score for us. We can score, anyone can score within our team. And exactly they have gotten their equalizer before lemon time. This time around, not Sarah Jaju, but Mafanta Drame. And of course, this score is currently 1-1 from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. In case you're just joining us, the game is of course live on LSTV1 at the commentary cabin, Parliament Party. Suleiman Sanyang behind camera operation is Osman Kamara, and of course Ayuba as well. It's a throw in on the far side, Joanna Colley to deliver. In case you're just joining us, this is all coming to you live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and of course we will be crisscrossing from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and we will also have a glance from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, where we currently having a semi-final of the West Coast Zonal between Gunjur and Tujereng. We will also crisscross from the Serekunda East to the Box Bar Mini Stadium to get you result. And currently from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, the score is 1-1. The score is currently 1-1. Red Scorpions 1, Berewuleng 1. And Red Scorpions in the 3rd minute got their noses in front, courtesy of centre forward Laura. But guess what? Mafanta Drame got the equalizer for the Brikama Base Club, and the score is currently 1-1. And 1-1 in the Coating Razor, who is going to go home with the giant trophy, gold medals, and the whooping cash prize remains to be seen. Is it going to be the Brikama Base Club Berewuleng, who are currently the holders of the league and of course the FF Cup, against the serial winners of the GFF Women's Division 1 Red Scorpions? And currently the score is 1-1. So a hard battling contest, and already in the first period we have seen 2 goals, 1 for Berewuleng and of course 1 for Red Scorpions, and the game is already game on. Who is going to win it is still the million-dollar question. The game is still young, like we said. Any of this team can go home today with the coveted trophy, will be named as the champions or the winners of the Coating Razor. And exactly, we cannot predict, because no one knows who is going to take the game on tonight. Because judging by what we are seeing from Red Scorpion, they're trying to push hard through their striker, the goal scorer. And also Berewuleng too is trying to push through their star girl, that is Sarah Jaju, to make sure they also get something before going home tonight. And any of this team, and I want to still believe that the game can go either way, and goals I will not shy from coming here. We will see a lot of goals. Possibly it will not end 1-1 or 2-2. We'll see a lot of goals because both sides score goals, and that is a habit that they can do anytime they play. They score goals for fun.
Both sides score goals, and looking at their last 10 matches, Berewuleng in the last 10 matches. Berewuleng 2, Red Scorpions 0. Berewuleng 2, Brikama United 0. Police 1, Berewuleng 1. Berewuleng 6, Future B 0. Berewuleng 1, Red Scorpions 1, Berewuleng 5, Koita 0. Yakar 0, Berewuleng 4, Berewuleng 1, Brikama United 1. Immigration 0, Berewuleng 7, Berewuleng 8, Joswang 0, and Berewuleng 2, TMT 1. And that was the game that won the league for the Brikama Base Club. It was Sarah Jaju's brilliance that won it on a day when Police was taking on Red Scorpions at the late Osman Saho football field, and in that fixture Red Scorpions defeated Police by 5-1, and at that period they were only waiting for TMT to get the better of Berewuleng Football Club to be crowned champions. Unfortunately, Red Scorpions failed to do when Berewuleng Football Club got the better of TMT by 2-1 from the Boxbar Mini Stadium. An opportunity on the far side, an opportunity for Red Scorpions trying to cause some problems for Juana. And this player for Red Scorpions is definitely causing problems for Berewuleng Football Club. And Mariama sees a fantastic right back for the Brikama Base Club. It is this time Elaine now. Elaine with a delivery, and Mariama Fati, or Fatu Fati rather, seems to be everywhere. An opportunity once again. Murida Kafe. Murida will surely get this ball forward. On the last 10 matches played by Red Scorpions, Pichobi 0, Red Scorpions 9, a whooping result, goal scoring record. Josuang 0, Red Scorpions 5, Red Scorpions 4, Immigration 0, Berewuleng 1, Red Scorpions 1. This was of course a fixture played at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, and a fixture before Berewuleng getting the better of Red Scorpions by 2-0 in the opening game. And of course Berewuleng 1, Red Scorpions 1, Red Scorpions 3, Koita 1, Red Scorpions 1, Future B 0, TMT 1, Red Scorpions 0, and of course TMT got the better of Red Scorpions last season. And the only fixtures that Red Scorpions lost last season was a defeat in the hands of Berewuleng and of also TMT. And they lost twice last season around the center circle. Elen picks possession for Berewuleng, spreading it wide on the far side. An opportunity for the Brikama Base Club, this time around through Mariama Sima, but unfortunately Sima failed to keep that ball in play as the ball went out for a throw in Juana with a long one to the center forward Sarah Jaju. And the whooping result, Red Scorpions 5, Brikama United 1. Red Scorpion 15, Yakar 0. That was the highest goal scoring record recorded by Red Scorpions last season when they got the better of Yakar by 15-0. Police 1, Red Scorpions 5. That was the last time Red Scorpions played in last season. That was of course the 5-1 victory over Police, expecting TMT to get the better of Berewuleng Football Club. So I think that game, if there is any game that I enjoyed as far as live match commentary is concerned in the Women's League, must be that game when we had Berewuleng taking on TMT at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. At the same time, Police taking on Red Scorpions. Red Scorpions at the period we are having the advantage over Police by 5-1, expecting TMT to do the damage over Berewuleng Football Club. But TMT, of course, or Berewuleng rather, relied on the brilliance of Sarah Jaju to get that last-minute goal to win the league for the very first time for the Brikama Base Club. Of course, a disappointing result for Red Scorpions, but of course, an incredible result for Coach Fakeba Sen and the girls at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, winning the league for the very first time.
I know at that moment Fakeba and the charges will be saying the trophy should not leave Brikama, because at one point in time we learned that the trophy was heading to the late Usman Sao for decorations and celebrations. All of a sudden, from nowhere, the trophy has to come back to Brikama for Fakeba Sen and the team to be crowned as champions of the Women's League. It was a dramatic moment for both sides. Red Scorpion will be like, what has happened? What has gone wrong for us even leading the Police with that goal margin? And then all of a sudden, TMT could not do the damage, because TMT also at that point in time, a win for them would have even solidified their position in the league. And it was like an end-to-end game for both 4 teams that were playing on the last day of the league. But then kudos to Fakeba and the team. They really showed that really last year they deserve to be champions of the women's league.
That was definitely interesting. Looking at the table standing then, if my memory could serve me well, a victory for TMT, and also expecting that Police do the damage over Red Scorpions will definitely crown them champions. Berewuleng with a win will be crowned champions. And of course, Red Scorpions, we are expecting TMT to do the damage over Berewuleng, and if they are able to snatch the most important or the most needed victory, they will be crowned champions. And on that fateful day, TMT, Red Scorpions and Berewuleng could be champions. But unfortunately for TMT and Red Scorpions, Berewuleng was able to do the damage and of course to be crowned champions. Already is an attack coming from Red Scorpions. And you could see claps coming from every angle, most especially coming from the supporters of Red Scorpions whenever the ball is moved forward. They have a lot of belief in their center forwards. Looking at the center forwards, they are one of the trickiest and also one of the fastest of players up front for Red Scorpions.
And indeed, that is what I was saying. Fakeba would be very cautious to say, will say, don't move, because we have very tricky players. And exactly this is what we have shown from the number 12 of Red Scorpion. A beautiful dribble in there, but then at the end of the day, he could not capitalize on our chances. Kicking the ball away from the goalpost. That was not what we would have expected, because the build-up to that was very beautiful, and that is why you can hear the applause from both sides of the field, especially the supporters of Red Scorpions.
Thank you very much, Sol. In case you're just joining us, you are reminded that we're still coming to you live. And live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and of course live on LSTV at the cabin, Parliament Fati, Suleiman Sanyang, and behind camera operations is Osman and Ayuba. Of course, it is currently 1-1 and 1-1 from the Serekunda East in the curtain raiser of the 2025-26 GFF Women's Division 1. Sarah Jaju hands the ball to Red Scorpions, who will now rely on Ramujuv to effect the throw-in. Ramujuv to Vilma. Vilma lost possession. Mafanta Drame, the goal scorer. Khadija to Drame, chipping the ball for Mafanta. Mafanta to Sarah Jaju to Chase. And already the flag of the assistant referee has already gone up against Sarah Jaju.
Sarah indeed was a bit early to move, because before the ball was played, she was demanding for it. She could have a bit patient, then it wouldn't have been an offside. But then she was in a haste. I know she wanted to register her name today. But let's see what the 90 minutes will give us.
She was definitely on the books, on the radar of many of the teams or the top flight teams. We are made to understand TMT Football Club were monitoring her situation at the time. But Berewuleng Football Club stood their ground to hold on to their star forward, Sarah Jaju, and she is going to play the 2025-26 season for the Brikama Base Club once again. On the far side is an attack. It's a pacey attack coming from Red Scorpions, but Joanna Coley just there in time to get that ball off the area for a throw-in. And throw-in to the girls dressed in red and white shorts, red shorts or white shorts, and red socks under the guidance of Choro Mbenga and Sunanjai. Choro, the head coach, ably and reliably assisted by Sunanjai. And Suna is serving as her immediate assistant. It's not going to be a foul, never given by the central referee and Abi Marisambu. And Berewuleng will try to regroup. And of course, we have already played over 33 minutes in this contest unofficial, as the central referee Fatum Gom and her assistants are having the official timing, having the assistants of Abi Sise, Mariama Wali and Fatumata Jabang serving as the fourth assistant referee. It's a corner. Berewuleng to regroup. Red Scorpions will rely on this corner to possibly have the chance of doing a damage. And currently crowded penalty area. The Capital Base Club currently having the fewest of their players around the 18 in trying to get something from this corner. Central referee Fatungom has already given the green light around the area. The goalkeeper nearly missed it. Joanna Coley clears that ball desperately. Sarah Jaju will hold on to that ball, trying to use her pace against her marker. Sarah Jaju tricky and pacey. Sarah dribble pass one, trying to get The second one still in play. Sarah now lost possession, and this time around that's a foul at a crucial position. And that's a foul for Berewuleng Football Club, and already is a yellow card dashed out by the central referee Fatungom.
Indeed, a foul at a crucial stage, but then that is what was all left for the defender to do. Because at that point in time, the ball has already eluded her, and then what he can do was to bring down the player. And one would wonder what Sarah is actually, is he a footballer or is he an athlete? Because she is both. She is good in both. She can dribble, she can run, she can do anything that a modern striker does in the modern game of football. And exactly this is why we love watching Sarah play.
Sarah is definitely a fantastic centre forward with a lot of skills and pace. Currently leading the line for Berewuleng Football Club. He will definitely want to be on the score sheet. And at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, after 13 minutes of play, Gunjur nil, Tujereng nil is the current score in the semi-final. And currently, Lamen is patiently waiting for the winner between Gunjur and Tujereng in the 2025 West Coast Zonal Championship. And Lamen has already booked a spot. Giant wall assembled by Red Scorpions in this lively and entertaining courting razor from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. It is lively and entertaining, and live on LSTV at the Kawin Palawin Fati, Suleiman Sanyang, and behind camera operations is Osman and Ayuba. And of course, Khadija to Drame to deliver this set piece. Can she trouble the goalkeeper from this distance? Flash in a decent one. There was a call for a handball, but the central referee not interested. Fatungom, the central referee. Mariama Sise trying to test the goalkeeper from distance. And Mariama Sise, the right back for Berewuleng, trying to test the goalkeeper. Mariama Sise in goal for Red Scorpions Football Club. From Mariama Sise to Mariama Sise Dosol.
Yeah, indeed, Mariama was trying to test Mariama Sise, but then the other Mariama stood resolute to make sure that the test, she passed it 100%, and exactly that is what she has done. I want to believe if that free kick has passed the wall, would have been trouble for Mariama, judging by the size. But then with her experience as a national team goalkeeper, such wouldn't have been a problem. This is why she decided to go for that numbers of people to be at the wall for her.
Thank you very much, Sol. And there is already a player down injured for Berewuleng Football Club. The player is already down, we can confirm. We just have to wait and see. But already the medics are on the pitch to give assistance to the player in question. The player is back on her feet. And Khadija Drame is the player. 12 on her back for the Brikama Base Club. It's a corner for Berewuleng, who are currently playing out a 1-1 scoreline against Red Scorpions. And Berewuleng defeated Red Scorpions last season and also picked a point against the serial winners. In the first game, it ended Berewuleng 2, Red Scorpions nil. And in the second, it ended Berewuleng 1, Red Scorpions 1. And of course, Berewuleng deprived Red Scorpions from clinching the league and also the FF Cup. Berewuleng will now have the opportunity, and we have seen a lot of improvements in the Berewuleng setup in trying to deprive Red Scorpions once again from clinching the trophy this season. And Red Scorpions have also made some changes to the team from last season. This is Murida Cafe trying to test the goalkeeper from distance. Easy time, Mariama Sise. Mariama Sise, the goalkeeper, the custodian for Red Scorpions. And Joanna, not a decent control. And Berewuleng still in play, getting the ball forward on the far side. Elen, number 8 on her back. The Brikama Base Club will now rely on Elen Gomez. Elen lost it to Red Scorpions, and head coach Fakeba Sen is definitely very much busy on the technical area, whilst Red Scorpions, Chorombenga and Suna are definitely calm on the technical area. Fakeba is currently very much busy, while Suna and the rest of the backroom staff are all seated watching this game patiently.
That is the typical way of Red Scorpion trying to coach their team. You don't see them most of the time getting up to to talk or maybe stand on the touchline for 90 minutes. They give such instructions and then they are on the bench because they believe in what the team can do and what the team can give them as to instructions that they give them during the pre-match or before the game. And that is exactly what we are seeing from Red Scorpions bench. And Fakeba to if you know Fakeba, you know he's a coach that doesn't usually sit on the bench. He's always on his feet giving instructions to the players. And exactly that is what they follow, because if he sits on the bench not giving instructions, sometimes the players will play out of position and will not go according to the tactics. And exactly what we are witnessing here.
Thank you very much, Sol. And of course, approaching half-time. And approaching half-time at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. But already the central referee and the team are the ones with the official timing. And already Berewuleng 1, Red Scorpions 1 is the current score in case you're just joining us. It is the Super Cup, if you may like, call it the Coating Razor. Berewuleng 1, Red Scorpions 1. Vilma or Laura Pam Bidam upon the scoring for Red Scorpions before Mafanta Drame getting the game to parity for Berewuleng Football Club. And it is lively and entertaining. In case you're just joining us, it is all coming to you live and live from the Serekunda East, and also live on LSTV1 at the commentary cabin. Parliament Fati, Suleiman Sanyang, and behind camera operations is of course Osman and Ayuba Kamara. Already the central referee Fatungom has already given the opportunity to Berewuleng Football Club, and Berewuleng will now rely on Khadija Drame to deliver this ball deep in their own half. And Berewuleng dressed in blue shorts, dark blue shorts, and of course white socks, playing from our left to right, or left to right from our commentary cabin, whilst the capital base club, Red Scorpions, the serial winners, dressed in white and red shorts. White shorts and red socks is an opportunity, trying to use her pace. It is Fatu Jame trying to cause some problems around the area, and this time around the custodian alert enough the Minga Mendy to gather that ball with ease. That's a fantastic run from Fatu Jame, a skillful player for Red Scorpions.
Indeed, you can see her trying to control the ball and making sure that he finds her target, but then the ball was deflected. That is why he could not find the target for Red Scorpion.
Khadija to Drame around the center circle, Rasul. And it's an opportunity. Elaine Gomez back to Joanna Cole. Joanna has every attribute of a central defender, and she is also a versatile central defender. And claps coming from the supporters of Red Scorpions, I guess. Is that Red Scorpions against Berewuleng? Anyway, I stand to be corrected. But anyway, we can't confirm that for now. But off the field is also interesting. That is Red Scorpions, the supporters of Red Scorpions on the far side.
Indeed. And this is what we want to see whenever football, is played, not only for the Navetans, but even our divisional leagues can have this. This is what keeps the supporters and the spectators alive in the field. But when you come to the field and it's all quiet, it becomes a boring thing for the spectators.
It becomes boring when the field isn't lively, but currently it is enjoyable and interesting on and off the pitch. And so I am expecting a very competitive GFF Women's Division 1 season this season. Looking at Berewuleng, Red Scorpions, TMT, it's going to be a stiff battle. Last year, the TMT we saw, and the way they are trying to bolster their team this season, they are going to be a force to reckon. And also Berewuleng Football Club, the team they had last season, and also having adjustment on the team, is going to be a team that is going to be hard to beat. And also Red Scorpions, the team we saw with them last season, is a formidable side. And already we have seen 2 additions here, 2 additions, and we believe there are more additions, probably some other players on the bench now. And it's going to, I believe it's going to be a 3-horse race. I believe it's going to be between Berewuleng, Red Scorpions, and TMT in the top flight of women's football this season.
I know for TMT they will say it is enough that we always finish third in the league. This is why the coach, Mohamed, if you know him, you know that he's a coach that is not content, finishing third or second. And this is why they went for shopping. They have shopped, and I believe whenever they present their team for this year, everybody will be surprised as to the team that they are, because they were busy in the market shopping for players, looking for players here and there. And like you alluded, they even wanted to try a chance to get Sarah, but it was not possible. Imagine if they have Sarah in their team, and already with the squad they have last year, coming to Red Scorpion to the same thing. Already we have seen the goal scorer, proving that he see what to be in the league. and there are many young players in the Red Scorpion, you know, that they would bring, and it will be a surprise to a lot that are going to watch. Berewuleng too, the same thing. They've also strengthened up their team. Like you said, it's going to be a 3-horse race, and I hope it's not going to be like last year, where the final day decided the league for the women's league.
The game will definitely get down the wire. And Sarah Jajo trying to hold possession, and Rasul and Fatungom, the central referee, has given the opportunity to Berewuleng and Sarah Jajo. And no problem. Our problems for the centre forward, leading the line for the Brikama Base Club. Industrious fan base for Red Scorpions on the other end of the pavilion at the Serekunda Mini Stadium. You come to the Serekunda Mini Stadium, it's just like a Nowetan game here. The turnout is just impressive. I was saying this last season, I said the turnout seen at most of the female games, I think is definitely impressive. And I think the act of the federation giving the chance to every spectator, every fan in the Gambia to come down to female matches to watch, I think that is a laudable adventure from the federation to make sure all female matches are just absolutely free. I think this is definitely giving a lot of weight to people to go down to women football and watch matches. And looking at the Serekunda Mini Stadium, you know, judging by the level of female football in the Gambia, I think so this is definitely commendable.
Indeed, it is commendable. This is what we want to see. We don't only want to see a huge turnout in male football, but then in female football too, because they are all competing for the same thing. The women will compete for both league and the knockout.
Is that an opportunity? Cross on the crossbar, an opportunity for Berewuleng Football Club. And the crossbar to the rescue of Red Scorpions. Fantastic set piece from Khadija to Drame.
Indeed, fantastic. Like I said, the other free kick, exactly this is what Khadija was trying to do. But then the first one hit the wall. This time around, she decided to go long. And to the rescue of Mariama was the crossbar. If not, it would have been 2 for Berewuleng and 1 for Red Scorpion, which would have, you know, been some other thing. Because I know if Berewuleng happens to lead Red Scorpion, it is going to be a tight thing for Red Scorpion to come back.
Thank you very much, Sol. And of course, approaching half-time. And it's a corner for the Brikama Base Club. The team went down just in 3 minutes before getting an equalizer, courtesy of Mafanda Drame. Khadija to Drame to deliver the corner. And earlier on, a fantastic effort, crashed on the crossbar. And Red Scorpion survived. Khadija to Drame, another one. This time it's a side netting. It's a side netting. And Berewuleng won, Red Scorpions won. Special thanks to every individual, those monitoring this game. And that's the final action of the first half. It is half-time from the Serekunda Mini Stadium. Half-time between Red Scorpions and Berewuleng Football Club. And the score is currently 1-1. Berewuleng 1, Red Scorpions 1. And of course, this is where we're going to draw the curtain. But Saul, before we go, it has been an impressive first half. Berewuleng, our Red Scorpions getting the advantage earlier on, just 3 minutes into the first half, and Berewuleng, the Brikama Base Club, responded courtesy of Mafanda Drame, and it is half-time and the score is 1-1.
Indeed, 1-1 here at the Serekunda Mini Stadium. A lively first half, an entertaining one, and you know, all spectators that came to watch the game will not be disappointed with what they have seen in the field. It was indeed a fantastic first half for both sides.
It's a fantastic first half, and before letting you go, in case you appreciate what we do on LSTV1, you can contribute or support the cause by donating to the Wave account on 3220020, 3220020, for the team to be able to get you the best of live football coverage across the length and breadth of the country. So until then, it is half-time. It has been Parliament Party, Suleiman Sanyang, and behind camera operations is Osman Kamara. Until then, we are off, and do join us in the next 15 for the continuation.